Could the bones of John the Baptist, potentially the most valuable relics in all of Christianity, survive to this day? Behind the locked doors of a church in Sozopol in Bulgaria, a team of bone specialists prepare their drills to cut into the priceless relics claimed to be those of John the Baptist.
This will also be tricky. This will be tricky.
If these bones hold up under scrutiny, it would rank as one of the greatest finds in Christian history.
The only way to really get an answer where you can say, well, it's very likely to be John the Baptist, we have to get a date that fits.
From samples of bone powder, Thomas Hyam of the University of Oxford will attempt to put a date to the bones using radiocarbon dating.
The only thing we can do is to take a small piece. Let's put the face mask on, boys, eh?
DNA experts Eske Willerslev and Hannes Schröder of the University of Copenhagen will try to reconstruct a genetic profile.
We have to get a DNA profile which suggests that this person comes from the area around, Israel.
They can't prove that it is John the Baptist, but they can show that it could be. Excavating under the ruins of one of the oldest monasteries in Europe, archaeologist Kazimir Pop-Konstantinov pinpoints the location of an altar, a potential jackpot of sacred artifacts. Beneath the tiles, they uncover a marble reliquary, potentially containing a priceless Christian relic, perhaps the bones or possessions of an early saint. And there's more. A few meters away from where they found the marble box, Kazimir finds part of a second, smaller stone box. It could be the top or bottom of another reliquary, but it is empty. As Kazimir wipes off the dirt, he can feel that this one is engraved with an inscription.
Na Sveti Ioan.
He reads the name, Saint John. Whatever is inside the larger marble box may have belonged to St. John the Baptist. The fact that the reliquary was buried in the ground only a few hundred years after John's death is promising. If there are relics inside, it's less likely that they are forgeries, since they predate the boom in the relics trade. Word spreads across Bulgaria as the country's Eastern Orthodox Church announces the public opening of the reliquary. For the seaside town of Sozopol, just a 15-minute boat ride from the island, it's one of the biggest events since the fall of communism. As Kazimir slides off the lid, he uncovers a handful of bone fragments and a human tooth. Only the bones of a saint would have been kept in such an exquisite reliquary. Kazimir and the clergy suspect they really could belong to John the Baptist.
It would be perhaps the oldest historical relic we have that puts us most closely in contact with the historical Jesus.
To authenticate the relics, Kazimir will need to pull together a team of experts to investigate the bones. But faith doesn't always wait for science. At the church in Sozopol, the bones are already on display. Pilgrims from all over have come here to venerate the relics of John the Baptist.